All right, so today we have, as I said last week, my brand new iPad that I got for my birthday. Oh yeah. Boom, here it is. Look at that. Isn't that just good looking? Turn it on and oh wow, look at those bezels. Oh my gosh. What generation is this? Oh my gosh, let me not break the screen on my MacBook real quick. Or my MacBook, my iMac. Yeah, this is a first generation iPad. You can tell because there's no camera on it at all. It's just blank tab with Apple logo on it. Which is such a funny look to me, honestly. It's just blank with Apple logo. It's hilarious. But yeah, this is it. First generation iPad. And let's explore it a little bit, shall we? So immediately getting into it, I haven't wiped this thing or anything, so everyone, the person who owned this last information is still on it. So we have a lot of games and stuff to look at. But first, let me go and get something else to compare this with. Okay, so I'm back now, and I've got things to compare. Then we have this one. This is my personal iPad. Look at this. It's an iPad Air 4th generation, question mark. I don't know. College gave it to me for free, so I've been using it. And you can see just the absolute size of the bezels as I almost just dropped this first gen iPad and shatter it. Hold on, let me get a better grip on her. Luckily I have such large bezels, I won't be covering up anything. Look at that. That is huge bezels. The screen's smaller too, and way less bright, and has way less pixels, and way less color accurate. Yeah, that one's a rough one. Whew, I would not want to have to use something like this in the modern day, because it's basically just kind of defeating the purpose of an iPad. I mean, the screen is kind of large, sure, but it's not like crazy or anything. I mean, it's serviceable. It's serviceable. And, yeah, that's about it. Man, these bezels, I just can't get over the size of the bezels, honestly. It's massive. I can't believe this used to be like this back in the day. Because it didn't have to be, was the thing. Because, I mean, even if we come over here to this guy, the first-gen iPhone, we can see that the side bezels aren't that big. And the top bezels, yeah, those are pretty big still. In fact, those might be as big as... Yeah, that's about the same size. Top and side bezel on that one. But yeah, you can see here, this is what was out at the time. You had the first generation iPad. I mean, the first iPhone was a little dated at this point. But, man, look at that. That would have been quite the lineup to have back in the day. My parents kind of had this lineup, actually, except what they had instead, and I haven't charged this one, but I do have it with me. So they had this set up. Oh yeah, the bezels are still the same size. This is a 3GS. And yeah, this one I never really touch at all. I just have it because that was the first Apple device I ever used. Not that specific one. I bought that off of eBay for 20 bucks a year ago. But yeah. Anyways, back to the iPad. You can see it here. This, I remember my mom actually bought one of these brand new. And we had it around for a while before it got destroyed. Who would have guessed? And yeah, man, I remember this thing was so cool when it came out. I remember when it came out. And I just remember being just wowed by the size of the big screen and how good it looked. Even though now it's like, man, look at all those pixels. Oh, that's great to me. It is. But yeah, it can still kind of do stuff. And I'm not wiping this thing either. I'm not going to bother any of the information on here, obviously. That'd be wrong of me to do. But I am going to not wipe it because it has so many cool games on it from back in the olden days. And we got Free Cell. Look at this. I love Free Cell. Oh, man. Oh, I've already been playing it a little too. Oh, what can we do here? Ooh, actually we can't do like anything. Well, we could do that. We could do that, and then there's a king there, and then Yeah, King can't do anything. Oh yeah, I forgot that's how, oh gosh, I forgot that's how that worked. I haven't played Free Cell in a minute. But yeah, you can see the screen here. It's serviceable. It's doing what it needs to do. And we have a couple other games and stuff on here, like Traffic Rush. I remember this game from way back in the day. Dude, Donut Games used to be the games. You had this one and like Rat on a Scooter and stuff like that. It was so good. But look at that. The best score they got was 544 on this. I believe my high score back in the day was like 100 something. But yeah, look. You just make all the cars go. It's awesome. This is like such a cool game to showcase the touchscreen on the Apple devices. That's why these games were so good. Because you could just showcase the touchscreen and stuff on them. It made it really cool. And it was like a cool little graphic. I remember back in the day, these games looked good. They looked really good. But of course, now they don't look as good. I think you can still get this, actually, if I was to guess. But I'm not going to. And yeah, I mean, this iPad, it still is like snappy and stuff. It doesn't lag at all. It feels good, honestly. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to talk about the specs of this thing. Look at this, guys. It was crazy. It came out with iOS 3 something, I believe. iPhone OS 3.2, but it later came out with 4.2.1. We can see that my version, if it'll focus, hello, is 4.3.1. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, you can see here that it, yeah, it would be 5.1.1 is the last official. Cool. You can see it used the Apple A4 chip, which is pretty cool, but it had like no power at all. 256 megabytes of RAM. Man, this thing feels so snappy for that. That's ridiculous. And yeah, you can see that it's 1024 by 768 pixels, which is bad. Yeah, you can really tell. You can see it came in 1632 or 64 gigabytes. Mine was a 16 gig model, even though it says 14. You have to allocate some to store to the system. And of course, you have a bunch of other specs about it as well. You can feel free to read the Wikipedia page. Those are pretty much the specs that matter, though. The only reason you'd be able to tell it's old is from the bezel size, the screen resolution, the brightness, the old OS. You turn it around, you see a bunch of damage on it. The thickness, it's pretty thick despite being a thin device back in the day. The apps, the lack of any internet capabilities. Because, I mean, it has internet, don't get me wrong, but you can't do anything on it. I could go to, oh, hold on, let me do this. Apple. And, yeah, I can't do it. It can't do it! Come on! What is Stone Flood? I'm curious. I haven't seen this one yet. That is a wood grain floor. Oh, it wants me to hold it this way. Okay. Play. Twitter... what? Default pack. 1. What do I do here? Wait. Red. Yellow. Orange. Red. Oh, blue. Green. Oh, and then there's a turn counter up there. Okay. Oof. This is kind of a fun game. I like this one. It's very satisfying. Man, that's cool. I like that a lot. That's hilarious, dude. I love it. Green, blue, orange, red. Yeah. Yay! Total score is 100,200. That's awesome, dude. But yeah, this iPad, oh my gosh. Oh, I'm glad I accidentally clicked that app. Look at the songs we got on here, dude. Black and Yellow, Coming Home. Oh, Diddy. Uh-oh. Katy Perry, the band Perry, If I Die Young, Just Can't Get Enough, Black Eyed Peas. Dude, that's awesome. Do we have a podcast? We do have podcasts. No audiobooks. Yeah, we got stuff. We got stuff purchased on Erica's iPad. That's awesome. Oh, screensaver. Hello. That's funny. But yeah, we have songs. That's great. I didn't even know that. I'm gonna have those now. But yeah, that's a little bit about this iPad, actually. But I just kind of wanted to revisit old iOS, because I asked for this thing for my birthday specifically, the first generation iPad. I know, crazy. And I just wanted to have it just to relive some memories and stuff. So I'm glad this had information on it. I didn't want it to be wiped, because I wanted to actually have some games on it that I could still use. And just relive the old iOS experience in the biggest way possible. Because this is great and all. But it's really small, and this doesn't have anything on it, and it can't have anything on it. I'm not going to jailbreak it or anything. I want to leave it original. And this one actually can get a decent amount of stuff on it. This is the one I'd actually be using, but it's just small, so I wanted something in between, which is this. And it does the job quite well. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because I love reading the comments. And, of course, I'll be back next week with another video. See ya!